Hey everybody, this is Scotty with Sketchy's Garage, and today we're going to talk about this week's episode of Fastest in America, Team Utah versus Team Iowa. Let's just jump right into it. First thing I want to talk about is mental mistakes. Once again this week we had a guy that made a kind of an error, gave up a race, easy win. I see where it's coming from. It's easy to say, oh man, that's a dumb mistake, but when you're out there and the lights are on you and the camera's on you, the brake pedal gets harder to push, the nitrous button seems to be harder to find, and the trans brake seems like it wants to roll ahead 2 foot further than it normally does. It's definitely a different situation, and plus them guys have already been out there probably a couple weeks at this point, so you know you're tired, you're beat up, you're doing testing at night, not getting very much sleep. It's one of those deals. It's starting to show, but it ended up being a really good episode. I liked it. It had some good cars, some good matchups. Next thing I want to talk about is the double entries. We've seen it on a couple of episodes already where guys had 2 cars. I understand why it's like that. It's easy to say, hey, you call up 12 of your buddies, say we're going to go race. 9 times out of 10 you're going to have 5 people show up, and you say no, but we've done it a couple times and it always seems like you'll get 20 people that say they're in and you're lucky to get 8 people that show up. So I understand the double entries. My thing is maybe the same guy can have 2 cars in there, just have a different driver. That way you can't really put a ringer driver in there. That's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Another thing a lot of guys have been saying in the comments is we're getting teams that are kind of hodgepodge, or guys from different states. You know, you have a Team Iowa, but it'll have 4 or 5 different states in there where the people are from. I really understand that, because what normally happens is like the top guys in your state, the guys that are just a little bit below them, usually ain't buddies with one another, you know, because it's just our competitive nature. You know, if someone's a little bit faster than you, most of the time you tend to hold a little bit of a grudge or a friendly grudge, or you're not going to get along the bestest. So I understand why it's like that, and to me, I would rather the states be kind of hodgepodge together if it made for better teams. I'd hate to have a team of 12 drivers, but they all hate each other. It's a lot better if they all get along and work together. Who do you guys think's got the most unique car out there? We've pretty much well seen almost all the teams run except for the 4 from the wild card spot, or who don't have to run through the wild card spot. Me personally, I like Rankin's car. It's just kind of different. It works good. It's fast. You guys tell me whose car you think is the most unique. And this I kind of thought about. Most of the cars there don't have any kind of exhaust on them. I don't know if you guys remember in like the mid 90s there was a big boom of race cars and street race cars. Kind of what started this movement was probably like in the mid 90s. And they had a lot of real fast cars that ran through the mufflers, and you know, it just made a different feel and sound to the sport. I kind of would like to see that return. You know, we are supposed to technically be watching street cars, and I can't think of a county in the United States that lets you run open exhaust. You guys tell me what you think on that. Would you guys prefer the grudge racing or the goofy stuff they do in between rounds, kind of for the filler material? Me personally, I think I'd rather watch a grudge race or 2, other than them going off and doing something silly or something goofy. Most of the time you can tell it's just too fake and too deliberate. If it's something that's natural and caught on the fly, yeah, I think it's pretty cool to show it, but sometimes they just make these scenarios and you can just tell they're just, hey, do this for us in front of the camera and we'll do that. Me personally, I just rather watch a grudge race. Which of the next 4 matchups do you guys find the most intriguing? Me, I like the Detroit and Northeast. I think that's going to be the best one. Just some really fast cars, some guys that are real proud, and some guys that are really together, basically. I think it's going to make for an awesome episode. I can't wait. To me, that's going to be the best one, and then probably the second best episode will probably be the NOLA versus Iowa. That's going to be another real good matchup that I can't wait to watch. The Kentucky and Texas, I don't really know how that's going to go. And then Black Sheep Mafia versus South Carolina. As much as I hate to say it, I think the Black Sheep Mafia is probably going to sweep them, or it's going to be real close to a sweep. One more question. How would you guys feel, you know how all the teams advanced from the wild card round and then they did a pill draw to see which teams ran each other? Would you guys like it better if the teams that advanced last time, like the NOLA, Northeast, and Texas and South Carolina, if when they did the draw, they was a draw not between all 8 teams but just the 4 that advanced? What do you guys think about that? Just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.